Honestly, guys, kind of happy I didn't stream the game tonight. You know? But what's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another Guardians series recap live stream. And unfortunately, this is my final one of the season as the Guardians fell tonight to the New York Yankees in 10 stressful innings by a final score of 5-2. And we lose the series in 5 games. Yep, of course. Right, of course. It's not even like how. I'm not. It's not the fact that we lost. It's how we lost. I mean, damn, son. Could it have been any more stressful? I mean, God. So, anyways, we're getting it started. First game of the series. It's Alex Cobb against Rodon, and Cobb got crushed immediately. I mean, of course, he's a ground ball pitcher, and they were just hitting everything in the gaps. So Cobb, 2 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, 3 Ks. He was a mess. Found out later he got hurt. They actually took him off the roster after this they put Ben Lively on the roster. So that was his one and only start in the playoffs for us. Well, no, in the ALCS. Yeah, in the ALCS. This was his one and only start. And then Don was phenomenal. 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 9 Ks. Yeah. And the Yankees would strike first in the bottom of the third. Oh, wait. Yeah, bottom of the third. This was a 3-run inning, mind you. Soto would homer, and then Joey Cantillo forgot how to pitch. Yeah, in case you guys forgot, because it's been a while. Joey Cantillo came in, and he forgot how to pitch. Cobb gave up the dong to Soto, walked Judge, struck out Wells, walked Stanton, got Chisholm to fly out. Then he walked Volpe, so he had bases loaded. They bring in Joey Cantillo, of all people, and he forgets how to pitch. He wild pitch. Rizzo walks. So it's 2-0 after that wild pitch. And then another wild pitch, 3-0. And then Verdugo strikes out to end the inning. So yeah, 3-0 after 3. And then they would add another run, courtesy of a Judge. Sac fly made it 4-0. Brian Rocchio decided, you know what, let me get involved with a solo shot to make it 4-1. And Giancarlo smacked us right back in the bottom of the 7th with a solo shot of his own. And then Stephen Kwan would get us another run in the top of the 8th, make it 5-2. And that would be it. That would be all she wrote for this game. And if you're wondering, did the Guardians threaten? Well, I streamed the game. Like, we already know what happened. Lane Thomas walked, and then nothing else happened after that. Naylor, Schneeman, and Hedges. Feeble, feeble, feeble after that. It's game 1. Losing 5-2. Classic. Rodon got the win. Cobb took the loss. Weaver got the save. You know the deal. I streamed every game. I'm not going to go too deep into these games. But yeah, so we lose game 1, it's whatever, okay. We move on to game 2. The Guardians actually put up a little bit more of a fight. Tanner Bybee on the mound here against Garrett Cole. And believe it or not, they actually got to Cole a little bit. Something that they really haven't done a lot of. They usually don't get to him, and they got to him pretty good, actually. Tanner only went 1 1/3 because there was so much traffic on the bases. 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 1 walk, 2 Ks. That actually allowed him to pitch tonight But Garrett Cole on the mound for the Yankees. He only went 4 1/3, 6 hits, 2 runs, 4 walks, and 4 Ks. And we could have done so much more damage. That's the key here. I swear we probably left a small village on base in this series. Like, it's insane how many guys we left on base. We just forgot our clutch hitting gene or something, man. My God. So, yeah, again, Yankees strike first. Judge field reaches on a fielding error by Brian Rocchio. Of course. 1-0. Then Verdugo in the bottom of the second would add our double. Run scores. Judge sac fly. 3-0. We would get a run in the top of the fifth with a Josh Naylor sac fly. Rare success for Josh. And then Will Brennan grounded into a force, made it 3-2. They were looking like they had something going. And they had tying run at third. Couldn't score. And that would come back to bite us in the face. Bottom six, they would add another run, courtesy of a Rizzo double. And the homers began as Judge would hit a solo shot, 6-2. But then J-Ram would respond with one of his own, made it 6-3. And that would be it. And once again, did the Guardians threaten? Because it's like, did the Guardians tease at all? Because we all know this team and their love for teasing. They love to tease. And oh boy, did they, well, actually, no, they didn't tease at all. They just had the homer. Other than that, it was a line out, ground out, ground out. So really nothing. So, we lose both in New York. And then, so yeah, Holmes got the win. We already know. Bobby took the loss. Like, I don't need to go through it. I streamed it. If you want to know what happened, just watch the stream. Pretty much. So we go back to Cleveland. And we know what happens in Cleveland. Shenanigans. And a lot of it. It's like they went to Cleveland and decided, you know what? Let's make these games as stressful as possible. Here. Okay. All right, we good? Sorry, guys, my microphone just decided to peace out real quick. First, it was my camera. Now it's my microphone. So I gotta check to make sure my microphone's good. Let me, real quick, do something here. Want to make sure I'm not, muffled or anything. I don't see why I would be. All right, all right. Let me see here. Gonna take a break here to check my volume. Damn fly. Freaking hate flies. Like I hate the Yankees. Let's read the chat while we're doing this thing here. All right, Stacy says, I never thought I'd see the day the Ducks and Yankees were relevant. Oh, you knew the Yankees were going to be good because of high-end talent. Dodgers Yankees World Series. Money's on the Dodgers. What makes this week even worse is it the Ducks. Oh my God, the Yankees are a damn good team. Can we spend some damn money? Hermshot, your lips to not only God's ears, but David Blitzer's ears too. And Dolan too. But Dolan ain't gonna do crap. Yankees fans don't deserve what they have? No, they don't. No, they don't. We're all good with the microphone. Good stuff. What? Yeah, what a season, right? Mesa meltdown. Yeah, of course. So this game was crazy, right? Again, we had Matthew Boyd on the mound against Clark Schmidt. And man, he wouldn't have even known. I forgot it was freaking Boyd versus Schmidt with how crazy that game was. Jeez. Took like 5 years off my life, I swear, dude. But Jose Trevino got him on the board with a single on a grounder in the top of the second. And then, bottom of the third, Kyle Manzardo, 2-run shot to right, gave us a 2-1 lead. And this was the first lead we had all series. And then, bottom six, we would add another run with an Andre single. And everything would be going all fine and dandy until the eighth. Passe comes in and he got back to back. Aaron Judge, 2-run shot to tie it. Giancarlo Stanton, solo shot to give him the lead. Boy, so it's 4-3, just like that. And then Gleyber Torres in the top of the ninth added an insurance run, made it 5-3. And I'm thinking, okay, of course, here we go. But then, bottom nine, John Kenzie Noel, Big Christmas, comes up. And he hits what I think is possibly one of the fastest homers I've ever seen. Oh, it's only 109. But the pitch, I swear, it looked like it was going about a million miles per hour. Like it was going the speed of sound. The ball got out in a hurry. Like he swung that bat and I saw that ball just go wham. It's like, oh my God. I mean, he crucified that ball. Oh my God. Even freaking Brian Anderson, the announcer, is like, oh my goodness. I will say, Brian Anderson, you were electric, my guy, on the call. The Brewers fans are so blessed to have you doing their games because, my God, he is electric with the call. Bob Costas would have been like, here's the drive to deep left field, that ball is gone. Something stupid like that. But yeah, Brian Anderson, he was electric on that call. But that wasn't it. Because that just tied the game up in the bottom of the ninth. Down to a last out. Possibly even last strike, too. Nope, not last strike, but last out. 2-run shot. And for some reason, Luke Weaver threw a changeup right in his nitro zone, in his yummy zone. And he absolutely tattooed it. That was his first career postseason home run. Beautiful. So we go to the 10th. I'm going to take out the Z drive real quick. This thing's pissing me off. I don't know why it's acting a fool all of a sudden, man. God, this is where I get my memes from. All of a sudden, it just wants to misbehave. So I said, screw you then. But we get to the bottom of the 10th. Lane Thomas, by the way, in the bottom of the ninth. This was after, Tub of Goo, aka Josh Naylor, hit into a dumbass double play, because of course he would, right? I was so pissed in that inning. I really was. Because you had Jose reaching on a fielding error, and then Tub of Goo, double play. After that, Lane Thomas hits a double that almost went over the wall in left field, that 19-foot wall. And that's a double. And then Noel came in for Schneemann, and then he crushes the ball to Mars. And then we go to the top of the 10th. Pedro Avila comes in, strikes out Judge, walks Stanton. Dominguez comes in as a pinch runner. Chisholm grounds out. And then they get Volpe on a strikeout after intentionally walking Rizzo. And then bottom 10, Bo singles. Rocchio sacrifice bunt gets him the second. Kwan grounds out, gets him the third. So winning runs 90 feet away, but David Fry's like, no, I'm gonna hit this ball to the seats too. He wins the game. 2-run shot to left, and the Guardians walk off the Yankees in what was definitely the craziest game I watched, maybe all year. So Pedro got the win, and Holmes got the loss. But yeah, it's like I almost forgot about Boyd starting the game, and he was phenomenal. 5 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 3 walks, 4 Ks. He was great. He was fantastic. Schmidt, 4 and 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 2 Ks, and a homer. Yeah, Boyd was fantastic. Indians are a crooked organization. Dolans are cheap and will never pay for talent. Glad they lost after they changed the name. Okay. Okay, so they think that. I mean, I will say this: the Dolans did change the logo to get the All-Star game. They did bend the knee for that, but they just changed the name, I guess, just to silence all the freaking the protesters, I guess, because every year there'd be like a group of protesters that would show up talking about how, like, the Indians' name is not a logo and everything. I don't know, it's weird. But you don't see anybody talking about the Seminoles or the Braves, right? Or the Blackhawks. It's only the Indians. Right? It's only the Indians. Of course. So we win game 3. We don't get swept. And then we get the game 4. It's funny because while this was going on, the Dodgers just pounded the Mets too. We go to game 4. And we give it to Gavin against Heel. Neither pitcher had pitched in a while. Heel went 4 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, 3 Ks. Gavin wasn't even bad either. 2 and a third innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, 4 Ks, 2 homers though. As once again, high-end talent wakes up. 2-run shot for Juan Soto, top of the first, and then the Guardians would respond with a sac fly by J-Ram, made it 2-1. And then Austin Wells would score, made it 3-1. Top second, bottom third, Josh Naylor would single or make it 3-2. And then Giancarlo would homer, made it 6-2 with a 3-run shot. Because the Guardians never say die, they actually somehow managed to storm all the way back thanks to a J-Ram double, made it 6-3. And then a 2-run double by Josh Naylor would make it 6-5. And then David Fry, bottom 8, RBI single, made it 6-6. And they could have done more too, but they didn't. And then Riccio again. Nothing error by Rocchio, scores a run in top 9, made it 7-6. Glaber would single in a run, made it 8-6. And that would be it. Now again, did the Guardians at least, did they threaten? Did they tease? Let's see if they teased. Because you know how they are. Bottom 9. No. Well, they did get the tying run to the plate. But no, actually, they got the winning run on first base. No, they got the winning run. They got the winning run to the plate in Brian Rocchio. And he grounds out. Feeble. Of course, the guy that cost us the game freaking straight, grounds out. Feeble. Feeble! So the win goes to Leiter. He actually came in. He was added to the roster because of Ian Hamilton getting hurt. So now Ian Hamilton's ineligible for the World Series. So Leiter gets the win. Class A takes another loss. Canely with the save. Yeah, they got the Class A again. Yep. I think he had probably one of the worst uh, postseasons a reliever could have. I mean, if you watched him against the Yankees in his career with the Guardians so far, they've gotten to him, I think, almost every time. Almost every time they've gotten to him. Again, this time it wasn't all on him. Rocchio can't freaking field to save his life, and that hurt us. You cannot give this team extra outs. You really can't. So, you know, I mean, Gavin didn't really do bad, but he probably could have been better. I mean, 8 runs, 10 hits for them, 6 runs on 11 hits for us. And again, we're leaving a small village on base, as usual. It's crazy, man. We were getting hits, but we just couldn't score a lot, man. We could have blown the doors off these guys if we had a clutch gene. Oh well, not gonna be salty or anything. As they say, it's these moments when high-end talent usually can come out and bail you out. And it did. It bailed them out big time. So, 3-1 series lead going into tonight. And of course, I didn't stream this game because I told myself I've already streamed 19 extremely stressful innings, and I don't know if I could take another 10. 29 extremely stressful innings. That would do a number to my freaking internal organs. Thank you very much. I mean, my God, I was a nervous wreck the entire game. As the Guardians would actually get the lead here again, Bo Naylor all of a sudden discovered he can actually swing the bat. RBI double made it 1-0. Again, this was with Bybee versus Rodon. Rodon definitely not as good as he was the first time through, first game against us in game 1. 4 and 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 6 Ks. Bybee, 5 and 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, 5 Ks, and a home run allowed by Bybee. And that home run was against Stanton, because of course, and it honestly shouldn't have even happened. He should have just walked him. Face Chisholm. Deal with him, right? I'd trust us against Chisholm any day. Just take and be like, okay, I'm not gonna throw this guy anything crazy. Maybe try to Picasso him or something, but don't put one over the plate like he did. And I mean, if you even look back, he missed his spot by like 3 feet. Don't do that with a guy like Stanton, because he'll make you pay. So we're up 2-0. Quan singled in the bottom of the 5th. And then Stanton, 2-run shot, tied the game. And of course, top of the 10th, Guardians hadn't really threatened that much up to this point since they let up the tie. They didn't really have a chance to threaten, really. Yeah, top of the 10th. By the way, Class A came in again. He was good. Yeah, he actually got through the teeth of their order. He got through the teeth. He got through Judge and Stanton. He didn't face Soto, but he got through Judge and Stanton. Yep. Gave up a hit to Chisholm. But yeah, other than that, nothing else really happened. So Gaddis had to come in the 10th, and he did good. I mean, I'm not going to blame it on Gaddis, because Gaddis should have been out of the damn inning. Ryan Rocchio. Again, I've never seen a player botch routine plays like this guy did in this series. He had the routine easy flyout earlier in this series. Missed it. Cost us. Then there was the one in, was it game 2 or whatever? Missed that one. Cost us. This one, it was literally a tie game. You already got your out with Volpe. You walked Wells. Okay, whatever. If he gets one out, maybe it was a double play, but he had one out definitely. Couldn't do it. And then Glaber strikes out. It should have been 3 outs. We should have been getting to the top of the order. And then, of course, Juan Soto comes up and he makes us pay with a 3-1 homer. Couldn't write a crazier script. And then they get Judge striking out. And then the Guardians wouldn't really tease or anything. They get Manzardo on base, but that was it. So, for the first time since 2009, the New York Yankees are going to the World Series. The 1 year, recently, the 1 year that the Astros do not make it to the ALCS, the Yankees go through. But yeah, Bybee, I mean, he wasn't bad. He was great to start. 5 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, of course, the home run. Bad pitch to Stanton. 5 Ks, 1 homer. Rodon, 4 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 6 Ks, and a walk. After he exited, the bullpen didn't give up anything. Like I said, we really couldn't threaten. We weren't really in too many positions. In fact, once Rodon left the game, we only got 2 hits. We did have 4 walks, but only 2 hits. We really couldn't do anything. So, yeah, season is over. What's up, Eric? Season is officially over. And overall, I mean, you're looking at how this season went. So, yeah, Weaver got the win and Gaddis took the loss. But I mean, am I really mad or pissed? More or less pissed off at Brian Rocchio because you're a major league baseball player that can't make routine plays. I mean, we all know Lindor makes those kind of plays in his sleep. Ahmed probably makes that play every once in a while. Dude, I think was like not hated, but slandered by Guardians fans left and right every time. Oh my God, Utah. Yo, Utah. Big ass play. Holy crap. Wow. Might not even count. Yeah, it's not going to count. But, I mean, you look at these two teams, right? Let me look at Spot Track real quick. I was looking at this earlier. The key is high end talent. You look at the Yankee lineup, and they have their monstrous core. If you notice something, in every game, their core showed up. Someone was going to get you. Whether it was even Torres, who did good, but Soto, Judge, and Stanton. Those three guys made a mark in every single game. You either got one of the three, two of the three, or in some cases, all three of them made a play somewhere on offense. Their bat always showed up. Meanwhile, for the Guardians, I mean, they got hits. But people have always said the Guardians will go wherever J Ram leads them. Where J Ram goes, we go. And J Ram batted 200 this series. He only had a few hits. In fact, let me look. Let me see if I can look up his postseason stats here. Josh Naylor didn't really do anything. Lane Thomas, David Fry, Quan, Noel, Bo, even. Jimenez even showed up a little bit. Rocchio. Everybody else showed up. Even Manzardo. Everybody else showed up. J-Ram, I mean, had a couple hits, but he didn't really do anything big. Let me look. Postseason. 35 at-bats. 7 hits. 2 homers. 6 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, 5 runs. Comparing that to their big three over there in New York, let's see what their stats look like so far. Juan Soto, postseason, 33 at bats, 6 runs, 11 hits, 3 homers, 8 RBIs, 0 stolen bases, batting over 300. Aaron Judge, 31 at bats, 6 runs, 5 hits, 2 homers, 6 RBIs, 1 stolen base. Not really hitting that well. Giancarlo, every time I looked, he was hitting a dinger. 34 at bats, 6 runs, 10 hits, 5 home runs, 11 RBIs, and 1 stolen base. These guys showed up. Jose, I mean, he didn't do much. He didn't make an impact. Postseasons where you see a lot of these guys that you've never really heard of making plays. I mean, look at us. Juan looked good. Batted 381 in the postseason. He was always on base. I believe he kept his on base streak alive, didn't he? For the postseason? I'm pretty sure he did. It's freaking crazy what that dude was doing. Ricchio's streak ended though, but who cares? He's a bum. He had his little streak, but other than that, he's a bum. He's a bum. He showed up on offense, but defensively, he was mostly not there. He was freaking boofing around, pooping his pants, as I would always say. He sacrificed defense for offense, and no. 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 So, overall, yeah, I'm not really mad. I'm just disappointed. It's not the fact that we lost, it's how we did. We literally could have scored so many more runs. And I wish our big bats would have showed up. Thank God for David Fry and Jonk. I'll say that much. Because this would have been a sweep if it wasn't for those guys. What else is there really to say? Right? I'm looking at the cash payroll right now. Just to see what it says for this year. For 2024. Cash payroll for us is 24th at 129 million according to Spotrac. Yankees are at 320. I mean, you look at their freaking lineup right now. Of course, Judge is making a crap ton. Cole making a ton. Giancarlo, Soto, Rodon. All those guys are making buku bucks. These are contracts, and this is money that we would never give out in a lifetime right now. And for those wondering, how many more years does Giancarlo even have left on his deal? Let me look. So he has 2 years left. Well, 3, I guess. 2025, 6, and 7, with a club option in 2028. He'll be damn near 40. He'll be damn near 40 years old. I did not realize he was that old already. God, 2018, he was when he went to the Yankees. Because the Marlins are just an inept organization. And then, Aaron Judge, he's 32 already. God. Talk about time flying. And he'll be 40 in 2032 when his contract's up, when he'll be a free agent, making $40 million every year. And then you have Juan Soto, who's only 25. He'll be getting a monster contract from somebody. I mean, you look at the Guardians. I mean, it's so funny because you had 3 monster-sized market teams in the CS. And then the Guardians. Yep. You had the Yankees, the Mets, and the Dodgers. 3 of the top payroll, literally top 3 payrolls in terms of salary cash tracker. Top 3. And then there's the Guardians at 24. If you want to go overall payroll, I guess, for 2024, let me see. According to Spot Track, 2024 payroll. Top two are the New York teams, and then the Dodgers are fifth. Guardians are down in 23rd at 106 million. Saying I want us to have like a top 10 payroll. Just get us over freaking half, mid, like halfway. Right? Get us over halfway. Of course, a lot of that money is going arbitration. If you want to talk about non-arbitration, we only have like a handful of guys who are not making arbitration money at this point. Jose Naylor's a free agent, I think, in 2 years. He's on third arbitration. We have four legit veteran contracts right now. It's five if you want to include Matthew Boyd. But he's making like very little right now. We signed him to like a small little contract just to get him in and see what he can do. But yeah, Clase, Hedges, Jimenez, and J-Ram. Of course, Hedges was our one lonely free agent signing this year. Of course. Oh, brother. Wow. Our richest player is making $17 million. And Jose Ramirez. Never forget that dude literally took a pay cut to play here. He has a no trade clause too, in case you're wondering. What about Josh Naylor? How many more years does he have left? I think he has next year arbitration, and then he's a free agent. And some people have a theory that the Guardians might trade him, which it would suck because we love Josh Naylor, but Kyle Manzardo, man, he's knocking on the door, and he showed up in the playoffs. Josh Naylor ain't hit a damn home run since the regular season ended. Mr. Rock the baby. Where'd that go? Baby guy go? They replaced Mr. Rock the baby with a tub of goo. He tub of goo. He useless. He's like a polar bear in Texas during the summertime. What's he doing here? Where's the Rock the baby guy at, man? Where's the dude that would just lean into a freaking shot and just go wham and then just stare at it? And then he bangs his head into his bat or whatever and acts like a lunatic. Now he did get a couple hits, but he didn't really make an impact like you'd want. Right? Now, looking at the roster, everyone's gonna wonder who's a free agent. We have 4 legit free agents this year coming up. 4 of them. Bob, Boyd, I think Hedges, and I think there's one more. Bieber. Yeah. Boyd, Bieber, and Hedges. 3 pitchers and a catcher. That's it. It's actually kind of crazy how that is. Right. It's actually insane how we only have 4 freaking free agents. Actually nuts. Now we're stuck with Browns. And not for long though. We got the Cavs starting up this week, so I will say that at least they got us to the same week that the Cavs start. Not really mad about that. If they would have bowed out in the ALDS, I would have been like, this sucks. Then you watch the Yankees smack around the friggin' Tigers, just like they did us. Oh, the Tigers would have done better. Yeah, the Tigers would have done so much better with their bullpen chaos. Oh, yeah. That would have done so well, with Tarek Skubal and pitching chaos. That would have worked so well. Their pitchers they would have had noodle arms by the time that series was over. And of course, tomorrow is the NLCS game 6. So that could be over tomorrow. It's a pitching matchup, because if it's a good one, I might stream it. Oh, no, I can't. I'm not going to. That's Sunday tomorrow. That's right. It's probably going to be a banger matchup too. Because also this will depend. This will determine who starts in Game 1 of the World Series, which comes up soon. And don't forget, I think it's like one day after the World Series is over, which the World Series will start on October 25th. No, I'm sorry. That's no. It starts. Yeah, World Series Game 1, October 25th. I'm probably gonna do. Wait, when is that? October 25th and 26th. It's the Friday and Saturday. Ooh. Because of course the Buckeyes play at noon, I think. So if those games are later, I might be able to do both of them. We'll see. I don't even know if I even want to do them. It depends on the matchups. But let's see the freaking game tomorrow. Who's starting tomorrow? Because that'll determine who starts Game 1 of the World Series for the Dodgers or Mets. Okay, so it'll be Mania versus, I assume, a bullpen game. So, okay. Hmm. I have to guess who I think will be better. Who will be a better matchup for the Yankees? I'll say Dodgers. Yeah, I think a Dodgers Guardians World Series. Oh God, I wish Dodgers Yankees World Series would probably be the best one, because you'd get a battle of two teams with high end talent everywhere. And if you're wondering what high end talent do the Dodgers have, like compared to the Yankees, if you're really asking that, then you really just don't watch them, do you? The Dodgers, of course, most of their good players are hurt, unfortunately. Mostly Tyler Glasnow. He's hurt. And then you have Kershaw's hurt. Those are like the two best pitchers, but Mookie Betts, he'll be there for a long time. He's still got like 9 years left in his deal. My God. Freddie Freeman, Max Muncy, Yoshinobu, Will Smith, Tommy Edman, who's actually not bad, Miguel Rojas, uh, okay, Austin Barnes, yeah, Kohei, and then of course you have the fireballer, freaking Michael Kopech, Gavin Lux. I mean, they got guys all over the place, man. That's their main guys. You might even see like Andy Pajes too. Yep, Andy Pajes. Yeah, they are loaded to the gills in their lineup. The Dodgers lineup perfectly rivals that of the Yankees. The Dodgers hitters would watch what we did to the Yankee pitchers and think, "Oh yeah, we can do these guys." Oh yeah, they would definitely put hole in them through the ringer for sure. Just talking about an Avengers lineup, my God, damn! Like any pitcher gets through this lineup without giving up many runs, you got lucky, my friend. Damn. Yeah, Cookie too. Yeah, I forgot about Cookie. How dare I forget about Cookie? He honestly might retire. That seems to be the vibe. But let's see. Free agent year. So obviously, the longest tenured players, you got Andres, who's here until 2031. And then J Ram's here for another 5 with Emmanuel and Stefan. And Ben Lively, Ben Lively is here until 2029? Wow. I did not realize he had just entered arbitration. I did not realize that. Wow. Okay. All right then. All right. Well, it's an estimate. Let me see here. Let me see this real quick. Yeah, we got Lively's until 2029, according to Spot Track. Juan, McKenzie, Hedges, who's injured, Sandlin, injured, Morgan, all here until 2028. And then Karen Chak, 2027. I would love to see him not on the mound ever again for us, to be honest. And then 2026, Josh Naylor and Lane Thomas. Oh yeah, because he's the arbitration. It's so weird because he signed with us for the 1 year contract, but he's an arbitration. I guess it's just, if you get non-tendered or whatever, then whoever picks you up just takes on whatever you did. Which I think that's how it goes. Yeah, restricted free agent with the Reds. 1 year, Reds with the contract. Okay, I see. I see how that works. So he signed like a 1 year deal, and then they just. So I think he's actually. It's arbitration. He'll be in arbitration until 2029. I don't know if we're gonna keep him around though. He signed a 1 year deal with us. I don't know if he'll stick around, but I wouldn't mind it if he stuck around. He's actually not bad. It's just crazy how at one point he was literally our number 2 best pitcher. That's how you know we were down bad, when he was our number 2 best pitcher. This is going to be an interesting offseason. Yep. This is going to be an interesting one. Well, actually, no, 2024. Let's look at 2024 too. From this, I forgot. I was not looking at 2025. E. So 2024. Wow. If it'll load up. Okay, so 2025. You got Boyd and Hedges to go along with Cobb and Bieber, who were on the injured list. So yeah, those 4 are all free agents. Although, if I had to predict anything here, my guess is they bring back Bieber on some, I guess you could say, Brandon Woodruff type deal. Maybe like a 2 year deal. And then he spends the first year rehabbing, comes back for that big 1 year post Tommy John, and he'll look to try to earn a big payday. But we'll see what happens there. Cobb, poor guy, literally could not get anything going with us because whenever he started doing something, he would get hurt. So I don't know what we're going to do with him. Boyd, I would love to bring him back. And I'm sure he'd love to come back. Because, man, with what we saw from him, get him in spring training for a full season. Man, give him a full 100, like, maybe 20 or some outings or whatever. Give him a full season. Oh, yeah, he'll be great, I think. Especially post Tommy John, show these teams that he is for real, and the Guardians pitching lab still exists. He might earn himself a nice, decent contract. And then Austin Hedges, I wouldn't hate it if we brought him back because of the vibes. But if we're trying to have a serious catcher next year to go with Bo, I don't know if we're going to bring him back. I don't know. People are going to be like, but if you don't, look what happens when we did him versus when we didn't have him. Yeah, it's true. When we did have him, we made the playoffs the last couple of years. When we didn't have him, we missed the playoffs and we looked like ass. And Clase had one of his worst regular seasons ever. Coincidence? I don't think so. See us bringing back Hedges. As long as that's not the only signing we make, then yeah, we'll be fine. I mean, look at all the guys we retained in terms of like guys we got rid of that were traded or released. You had Anthony Gose, Wes Parsons, Darren McGowan, Make-A-Wish guy, Jose Pina, who we traded, Curry, And then Segura, I don't know why he's down there twice. That's weird. Ramon Laureano and Scott Barlow. Or Scott Blow. Wow. Utah just damn near scored. Oh, they did score. Wow. Big play. Damn. And then payroll total 25th on the active roster. Total 19th in injured list. Second in the minor leagues. Payroll total. 15th retained. 24th in total payroll allocations. 126 million. And 23rd in total adjusted payroll allocations. So, okay. Competitive balance tax total. Guaranteed contracts, 21st in guaranteed. And then 10th in competitive balance tax space at 96 million. Actual tax payroll is 140. And in the minor leagues, Carlos Carrasco's out as a free agent too. Miles Straw is here until 2029, and Tristan's here until 2027. That's it. Everyone else is, well, minor leaguers. It's crazy. I forgot we had some of these dudes. Like, freaking Tyler Beatty, Anthony Ghost, of course, Estevan Florial, Estevan, Logan Allen, of course, Gabe. How the hell did we not see Gabe the rest of the season after what Rokia was doing? I would have taken Gabe on this team, man. But no, they wanted Mr. Botchalot. Get Wreck It Ralph. We had Botch It Brian. Ugh. Oh, man, but we'll see what they do this offseason. It should be interesting. First, I think this is the first full off season with David Blitzer at the helm. I think because last year I think they were still trying to get him like officially announced. Like he wasn't officially a minority owner. I think last year. So I think this is what his first or second legit season. And coming off the season that we had, we're coming off a season where we had over 2 million people in the stands. The most since before the pandemic, of course. And thank God, it's been the most in a while, a long time. So we'll see what the Guardians cook up in the post in the off season. Maybe they'll sign some decent players. I saw an article a few days ago. And the article said we signed Anthony Santander. Man, you know what? I'm not going to get into specifics or anything right now, but I'm going to just say this. In terms of what the Guardians need right now, heading into next year, pitching, duh, a power hitting bat and or a power hitting outfielder. Still, we have Jonk, but Jonk has his weaknesses. He's like Fran Meal. If we could get Santander and bring him back here, which we should have never let him go, but he left in the Rule 5 draft. If we can bring back Santander, that would be amazing. What if that's the only move? Then that's a damn good move. You know, maybe you couple that move with like some decent minor league signings like they always do, and I think we'll be fine. Maybe you make a trade. Maybe you clean up the bench a little bit. Maybe you get rid of Will Brennan's dumbass. And of course, maybe we see next year, maybe we see Chase DeLauder, maybe we see Bazana, maybe we see Valera if they bring him back. That would be cool. It'd be awesome if we saw DeLauder next year, especially with Manzardo. Man, I really want to be able to bring out the Manslaughter friggin' nickname for those two. Manslaughter. Oh, that would be huge to have Manzardo and DeLauder in our lineup. And then Pisana eventually joins in, and then yeah, with J Ram and Quan and Andres and Bo and Lane. Yeah. We want Naylor. Honestly, trade Naylor for all I care. If it gets you a good pitcher, do it. Something like that. But yeah, that's really all I got. That's really all I got, man. Season's over. And the next time we'll be talking Guardians ball is, well, actually in a few weeks when the season's over, but the next time we'll be seeing these guys on the field is March for spring training. It'll be here before I know it. Oh, Noel, I don't think he's going anywhere. I don't even think, is he a free agent? I don't think so. What the hell is this fly doing? There's a fly just chilling on my freaking keyboard right now. Hang on. Hang on. It's literally not moving at all. Like it is just leaning its butt. Like I'm gonna smack your butt. Whoa, pause. Well, I thought I could, but I guess he was just moseying around, rubbing his booty cheeks all over my keyboard. Oh well. So, do I think we re-sign Noel? I don't even know if he's a free agent. Is he a free agent? He wasn't on the free agent thing. I think he's in arbitration still. His arbitration started up when we called him up. So I think he'll be up for a couple years. I'm pretty sure he'll be here for a couple years. Yeah. But I think we still need at least a bench bat or two or something because I cannot stand. I mean, Daniel Schneemann too. It's like, no. Schneemann and Brennan, that's a no bueno. That's a big ol' no bueno. Thank you very much. All right, let's see. Junk time. Where's he at? Junk Kenzie. There he is. He's only in arbitration. He just started. Just like Walters and the others. Yeah, he's not even in arbitration. He's in pre-arbitration. He hasn't even hit arbitration yet. So he a while before he's even thinking about being a free agent. So yeah, it's cool. He hasn't even acquired a full year of experience yet. All right. So that's all I got, guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for Browns and Bungles, and I'll see if the Browns can at least save my weekend. We all know they probably won't, but hey, you never know. So with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog, and Guardians is over. Now it's time for the Cavs to take the spot. Going from Guardians and Browns to Cavs and Browns. A little bit of Blue Jackets, of course. Yeah, it'll be the Browns tomorrow, and then hopefully we can win and keep going. Get some good vibes going. Nick Chubb's back tomorrow too. See how that goes. So with that being said, guys, I will see you all tomorrow for Browns and Bungles. With that being said, go Guardians, and I'll see you in 2025. I'm out. Bye. Can't believe the season's already over. Went by way too quick. Bye bye. Yeah. And by the way, I better not hear crap from a certain somebody either. Because he's been able to laugh at us last round, right? He did something that his team has not done in damn near 20 years. So I don't want to hear it. I want to hear it. He's probably going to post a video. Guardians. I'd be like, hey, buddy, when was the last time your team made the championship series? Hmm? You were probably a toddler or you weren't even born yet. So shut up. Take a seat and continue watching videos talking about Terry Francona becoming your new manager. I mean, it's pretty sick. Your team is down so bad, you had to crawl to Terry Francona's doorstep and beg him to come out of retirement to manage your team because you're trying to recapture a spark that you haven't had in ages. And you saw what he did with us, and you're like, oh, maybe he could do that with us.